Hey everybody, it's the Burl Hunter here, Greg Dahl, and today you're going to go on an adventure with me in the Redwoods. We have found a property. It is a private owner who has 7 acres of old growth redwood stumps. So follow along. So here we are in Northern California and we are redwood hunting. Let's see if we find anything. Yeah. Oh, this is the, yeah, look at that, growth rings. This is hazard, the way it just sets. Now this is an interesting log where the fire actually burned out the center of this redwood, and so you have a big long redwood hollow log. So this tree didn't rot out, it burned out. Okay, this has big curl to it, which is still nice on the larger slabs. Yeah, that's a nice movement. So this landowner wanted me to evaluate what type of redwood he had, what the quality of it was. Is it curly? Is it burl? Is it straight grain? All that kind of stuff. So today I'm going to be evaluating what he actually has on his property. Fairly hollow, rotten in the center. You've got a rind. You might have 3 slabs. You've got 1/4-inch growth rings here.
What about there?
Right here. Oh, this is the nicer side. Oh, nice. It's got a ribbon in it. Now, ribbon is another word for curl. Ribbon will be figure inside of the wood that is based off of the bigger category of curl. So it really doesn't matter if it doesn't have figure. It's going to have character.
Get that done.
You see these fine lines right here on this side?
Yes.
That's the compression. On this side, there's no compression because it grew straight from this side. So this side has a little bit of curve, so it compresses.
Oh.
And that's right here, you've got compression.
Sorry,
right on there, that's going to be super nice fiddleback. But on this side, it's going to be straight. So that's where you're going to find the compression. You'll find it on the flare sometimes and right underneath the branches.
And is it relative to the exposure of the tree as far as north-south, you know?
No, it just depends upon how it grows. I would imagine on the uphill side, you're going to have more of the compression.
Sure.
Because the downhill side is going to grow straight. The uphill side is going to compress to keep up with the outside, or the downhill side. Yeah, so like right there, you've got, I bet you there's compression right in that knuckle of that little redwood. All right, here you go. This is Burl pearls. Now, burl pearls is a term that I coined because it's like little pearls inside the bark that is detached from the actual wood. It is wood itself surrounded by bark, but it is all by itself. So you can pull a whole bunch of bark off of a burl and find these small and sometimes large burl pearls. So from that cap to this cap, you're gonna have waves. So this would actually make a nice little cool table, this piece, but it's only on the downhill side. So what we're looking at right now is another burned out redwood tree, and it goes up about 40 feet in the air. This is really hazardous even to be standing in this area because there is a small thin layer of wood that's holding 20 feet of this wood, and it could break at any time. It is known as a Widowmaker. because you could be walking through the woods, it break off and smash you to death.
Pretty cool. I haven't seen one with like a root system like that.
Yeah, it's just...
It eroded.
Yeah, it eroded, but this is probably how every one of the big ones are.
Oh wow.
Just underneath the ground. Compression on the inside, and it radiates out as like a fan. Yeah, this stuff is good for carving. I like that twist right there. That'd be a great pedestal for something. See how you see a line, a line, a line, a line, and then bark in between?
Yeah.
It's called flute. So you have bark inclusions that fold in. If it goes in really far, you take the bark out, and that's where you would put resin. And it'd be really cool. Yeah, this one's definitely easier to get to. Yeah, oh, this is so cool. Right here, you guys, we're looking at the original springboard marks from whenever they fell this tree, which is really, really cool. So we're looking at a piece of history right here. So this could have been turn of the century, not the 2000s, from 1800 to 1900.
Well, I think like you said, from 1800 to 1900, definitely somewhere in there. We'll get up some pictures that show them actually cutting these things standing on the springboard. And they used misery whips, which were the big two-handled saw blades to cut these things down.
Yeah, and there's another springboard. So this is, we're looking at history, everybody. So all in all, this was a really fun trip that I got to spend with Ed, and very inspiring to me to see these humongous trees that once were alive, but now they are just dead stumps and dead trees. We are looking at so much history on this piece of property. One of the things that I gathered walking through the property was there was a forest fire that actually came through and killed a whole bunch of these trees. That's why many of them were burned out in the center, and you saw the charcoal marks. So at one point in time in history, there was a forest fire that came through and wiped out these trees.